Hey guys, this is Ginger and welcome back to the farm. So this is ponytail time because the year was 1991 and I didn't have social media back then, so I didn't get to tell you what happened. So I'm going to tell you now. So when I was 13, my uncle had a horse and his name was Dusty, and he was a racking horse, and he was a very vibrant horse, and also very opinionated horse. You know, when I learned how to ride, I didn't have anybody to teach me how to ride. Everything that I learned on my own reading library books. Nobody taught me anything. Like, they were like, here's this horse, go have fun. And so I did. And one day I decided that I was going to ride said horse down the highway to my friend's house. And the road went around like a really big steep curve, like, and from either side you couldn't see that curve from very far away. And on that curve was also a bridge that went over a creek. And I decided that I was going to ride Dusty to my friend's house who lived way down past that curve. So I had to ride down the highway around that steep curve and go over that bridge. And we got down to that spot and we got on that bridge, and Dusty decided he wasn't crossing that bridge. And he was known to rear up. When I say he reared up, like, Dusty would rear up and like flip over with you, kind of rear up. And he decided he wasn't going. And I kept trying to get him to go, and he was not going. And then some cars started coming, right? And then from this way, some more cars started coming. So, like, cars were coming from both directions, and we were in the middle, just rearing up, not going anywhere. Like, he wouldn't go forward, backward, side to side, nothing. Like, he was just, freaking out. And I wasn't really too concerned because, I was 13, like, nothing, it's not like you were afraid or anything. And so I'm just trying to get him to do something, get out of the road, move out of the way, something, because there's like lines of cars from both directions. And then I hear something in the distance. My uncle, who owned said horse, drove like a really old Chevy truck with like no pipe on the back, and it was super loud engine, and you could hear it from like miles away when it drove down the road. And while I'm on the horse and I'm trying to deal with him, and the cars are all sitting there, nobody really knows what to do, but I hear in the background an engine. And boy, was the fear of God put into me then, because I recognized that engine. And it should have slowed down to make a right-hand turn onto the road that we lived on. And I heard it start to slow down. But then I heard it start to speed up. And then it got louder and louder. So it started moving in my direction. And I knew then my ass was toast. The next thing I know, this big red Chevy came across the grass and bypassed all the cars that were at a standstill on the highway. And he swerved in sideways onto the bridge, and he jumped out with his door open, and he ran up to Dusty, and he grabbed him by the bridle, and he pulled us out of that road off to the side of the bridge. And I can't tell y'all some of the cuss words that he said to me, but basically he told me to go home. And he would deal with me there. And all of a sudden, Dusty found his feet, and we went home quickly. And Uncle Wayne pulled up. And I just can't really say what happened on social media because the video will probably get taken down. But anyway, I never rode across that bridge ever again. So, anyway, that happened before social media, so I wanted, to tell y'all the story now.